What's up, YouTube? It's Thatssokeezy and I'm back again with another video just like I promised. So, if you're here today, as you can tell by the title, you are here because you need information on how to get your U.S. passport. And guess what? I am here to give you that information. I literally just got done going through this process. As you know, John and I are moving to the Philippines in less than 2 weeks. So, I'm going to walk you through the entire process of how to get your U.S. passport and how to get it fast, okay? You can literally get a U.S. passport in less than 24 hours. Stick to the end of the video and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. So trust the process, you guys. Alright, so the first point that I wanted to make, that if it is your first time applying for a U.S. passport, you have to apply in person. Let me say that again with big letters.
You have to apply in person.
Okay, there is no getting around this. There is no other way to do it. If it is your first time, they want to see you face to face. They want to see your original documents that you need, and they want to make copies of them. So you have to apply in person, okay? The facility that I chose to go to was the U.S. courthouse in Florida. You could go to the courthouse, you can go to the post office, or a public library. I chose the courthouse because, surprisingly enough, they had the best prices. I compared the prices from the courthouse to the post office, and the post office was charging $200 more for the exact same services as the courthouse. So I chose to go to the courthouse. The process was smooth, simple, and easy. And the good thing about the courthouse is you can call them and get all the information you need, or you could go on their website and they tell you exactly what you need for the passport. So it's easy peasy, just like that. 1, 2, 3. Okay guys, so before I just jump into the video, right now I'm going to put a list on the screen right here of every point that we're going to be touching in this video. I also wanted to show off my passport real quick because I have a passport now. I have a passport. This is my very first passport. I've never had a passport. John has had multiple passports. As you guys know, he used to be a pilot, so he has traveled the entire world. But whatever, this is my first passport. So let's jump into the video right now. Okay, so once you have picked the facility that you are going to use to submit your application for your U.S. passport, the next thing you want to do is get your passport forms filled out. You have to fill out the original application for a U.S. passport. It is called the DS-11. What I'm going to do is attach a screenshot right here of what that form looks like, and down in the description box below, I'm going to put an official link of how you get to that application. The application process should be fairly easy, fairly simple. It's all very self-explanatory. I would recommend to have this application filled all out before you even show up to your appointment or to go and submit your application. That's what I did, and it made it so much quicker. The application isn't super long, but it's long enough that you don't want to stand there and fill it out while you're waiting for your appointment. That's just something you don't want to do. So I would recommend filling it out. The questions are easy. I did want to talk about one of the questions that's in the very top of the application, like before you even start filling out the application. It asks you, are you filling out the application for a passport book or a passport card? This was one thing that I had never heard about. I knew nothing about it, so I want to tell you guys about it first. The passport card is cheaper, so you're going to be like, oh, let me just get a passport card. You know, it's cheaper and it's probably not like the book, but it's a lot cheaper. Okay, don't go with cheap on this one. The passport card is only good for sea and for land. So the passport card would be good for someone that lives close to Canada or close to Mexico, and you're just driving through the border like every day, or you're going to be taking a lot of trips through the border. That would be great for you. Or if you're only getting a passport because you have a cruise coming up and you're going out of the country via sea. Like I said, it works for sea and for land travel only. It does not work for flights. So if you are taking a flight out of the country anywhere else in the world, you have to have a passport book, okay? You have to have this. If you're traveling through the border or going on a cruise and you just need this for a one-time use, or that's the only traveling you're going to be doing, by all means, get the passport card. But I had to research that. I wish someone would have told me that, because when I showed up to my appointment, I had a money order for only the passport card. I didn't know anything about the difference between a card and a book. So hopefully that stops you guys from making the same mistake that I did. So the next step that you want to do, which is one of the most important steps to this process, if not the most important step, is to prepare your documents, okay? If you don't have your documents, you don't get a passport. It's as simple as that. So you need 3 documents for this process, and they're simple, easy. Hopefully you guys can obtain them quickly so you can hurry up and get your passport. The first document that you're going to be needing is your U.S. birth certificate, okay? If you don't have your U.S. birth certificate or even a copy of it, then you're going to want to order it. I'm going to link down in the description the website that I ordered my original U.S. birth certificate from. I could not find my birth certificate anywhere, guys. I looked everywhere and I could not find it. Now, the thing is, they will not accept a digital copy, and they will not accept a copy of an original. So you might want to order a new one. You can either go to the birth certificate office. I think it's called the Office of Vitals or something like that. Or you can order it from the website that I linked down in the description. I ordered it from the website and I paid for expedited shipping. So I actually got my birth certificate in 3 days. Okay, the next thing that you're going to need for this process is a government issued ID card. That's going to be like a driver's license or a state ID, okay? If you don't have a driver's license, that's fine. You don't have to be a driver to go to another country. You can just use an ID, but it has to be government issued. It can't be a school ID. It can't be a work ID. It has to be government issued. It has to have the little chip that's inside of that ID that shows you got it from an official government office, such as the DMV, Department of Licensing, whatever. Okay, whatever you want to call it. But you need an official license or ID. The last thing that you're going to need, which I think is really important for this, is your 2 photos that are going inside your passport. These are pretty easy to obtain, okay? Walmart advertises that they do it, CVS advertises that they do it, and Walgreens advertises that they do it. When I called Walmart and I called CVS in my area, they did not do them anymore. So I had to go to Walgreens. It was simple. I just walked in. I went to the photo area. I told them what I needed. They have it all set up with the photo booth, and they have it laid out on the computer how it's going to look and everything, and you get your pictures taken. I paid $50 for 2 photos, and they put it in a book so that it was all secure and I didn't lose it, and that was it. It was simple and it was instant. There was no wait. They printed it out right there for me, and I took it straight to my appointment the same day. So it's very easy to get your photos taken. I will say, don't wear a white shirt for the photo, because I got turned away the first time because I had on a white hoodie and the background of the photo is also white, and your shirt won't show up if it's white. So don't wear a white shirt with a design on it, and don't wear a fully white shirt. Just go for another color. Don't wear white, period, because I got turned away. So those are the 3 main documents that you're going to be needing for your passport. As long as you have those, you should be in the clear. So the last topic in this video is the simplest part. Make your appointment and show up on time to your appointment. So like I said in the beginning of the video, I did mine at the U.S. courthouse in Florida, and the process was so simple. I just walked in, I grabbed a little ticket with a number on it, I sat down, and I was literally the only person in there for a passport. That's another reason that I chose the courthouse, because I knew that people are not going to the courthouse every single day to get a passport, and I'm going to have a long wait. But I know other places where they do passports, there's going to be a wait, and you're going to have to make an appointment. I didn't have to make an appointment. I just walked in, grabbed a number, sat down, and I was literally called within 5 freaking minutes, okay? The good thing about making an appointment at the courthouse is that they do look over your entire application to make sure everything is filled out correctly. I pre-filled out my application. When I handed it to the lady, she checked over everything and she did find an error on the page. So I did have to refill out my entire application. The application is only 2 pages of filling stuff out, so it didn't take me long, but you need to have it filled out before you get there. I don't know if it's a requirement, but it just saves a lot of time and a lot of pressure on yourself of trying to figure out the answers to these questions. So I did have to refill mine out because of a mistake, but it didn't take long. I just copied over everything that I wrote on the original one and changed my answer for the question that I got wrong. Everything is self-explanatory on the application. I'm not really sure why I made a mistake on the application and how that happened. I just wrote something that was not the answer to the question they asked. Just a blonde moment, I guess. So like I said, they will check over everything on your application. They will make sure that it's all good before they mail it off. They are not going to mail off an application that they believe is going to get denied. So you can rest assured in that area that everything's going to be fine as far as typos and mistakes on your application, because they're going to go over it firm. Okay. Another thing that you want to do probably before your appointment is to just give them a call and ask them how much they charge for each thing and what the total price for your appointment is going to be. The reason I say that is because you don't know if they accept debit cards, money orders, or cash. You need to ask them that and have the exact amount of money either in a money order or on your debit card or in cash before you show up, because some places, such as the courthouse, only accept money orders. So I had to come prepared with a money order, and it had to include the expedited shipping and everything that I wanted for my passport. So that's pretty much the entire process from start to finish, with gathering your documents, filling out the application, getting everything that you need for the passport, making your appointment, showing up, and submitting your application. It's not hard. It's very simple. I did everything all in one day, and it was fantastic. So, I mean, I ended up getting my passport fairly quickly. I got my passport in 4 weeks, and that was with the expedited shipping. I did want to tell you guys about that. I paid extra to get the passport quicker. On the U.S. passport website, it says expedited is between 2 and 3 weeks for a passport. I'm going to tell you, based on my research and my experience, the passport place is backed up with appointments and applications. So if you pay for expedited shipping, it says 2 to 3 weeks. I got mine in 4 weeks on the date that I submitted it. So literally 4 weeks on the dot is when I got mine. I don't think I wasted my money, because if you don't pay for expedited shipping, the processing time for normal passports is 4 to 6 weeks, but the people that aren't paying for expedited shipping are actually getting their passports in 6 to 8 weeks. So I still feel that paying for the passport expedited was still a good option, because I got it in 4 weeks when I could have gotten it in 8 weeks or longer. So I still feel like it was worth the money. I feel like the whole process was easy and simple. And like I said, got my passport in just enough time for my trip, and it wasn't really a big hassle. And hopefully my video gives to you guys what I didn't have, because I did make a lot of mistakes along the way, because I didn't really have a good video to follow and know exactly what needed to be done for my passport. So that brings us to the end of the video, you guys. I hope that this video was informative and good for everyone, and you guys understood from start to finish exactly what I was talking about. I'm going to link all of my socials down in the description box below. You can reach out to me anytime that you want to and ask me to help you with your passport. I have no problems helping. The process was literally that easy and that simple, and I've done it. I've been through it. I have experience in it now. I'm a pro. So reach out to me if you need help getting your U.S. passport, because it's not a hard process, and I am free to help anybody. So since we're at the end of the video, you guys know what I say at the end of every video. If you're a true fan, you know what I'm about to say, so say it with me, guys. Stay up, stay safe, and stay subscribed. Peace out until next time.